AI sales lead tool that we have. So today's discussion is about, leveraging the power of AI for your business. Thank you everyone for taking time off today to attend this webinar. My name is Sandra, and I am the founder of Nucleo Consulting. So just a little bit of background of Nucleo. So we are an IT consulting firm, and we provide system integration, IT outsourcing, cybersecurity, as well as AI solution. So I started the business in 2010, and we started with a very small pool of SMEs in Singapore. And now currently we have helped more than 50 clients in Singapore as well as Asia. So just want to share a little bit about, our team. So we are a very lean team, and we can actually change the business model quite quickly, mainly because we are very lean, and we also did a lot of automation and systemization along the years. And our business is entirely relying on cloud systems since the day one of the business. So when COVID hit, we were actually not impacted. We could all just work from home right away. So we are actually in the midst of becoming an AI-driven company as well. So we ourselves, we are actually embracing AI and using the AI solutions. So just to share a little bit about our achievement across the years. So 2017, I won the Women Entrepreneur Award. 2019, we actually listed our cyber awareness course on SkillFuture. The course is still valid today, but it's no longer with SkillFuture support. And 2020, when COVID struck, we were working with IMDA to come up with a hybrid cloud storage solution, as well as email security solution that can tap on the PSG funding. This is to help SME to tide over COVID, as well as to allow them to work from home and having a good email security while they are working from home. So 2021, we listed Sony Wall Firewall because everybody was going back to the office and, but still doing a hybrid mode. So VPN was something that was critical. And at the same year, we were also awarded the CSA Cyber Essential Mark, which means that Nucleo ourselves, we are actually meeting the standard of having proper cybersecurity as well as policy in place to help safeguard our clients' information with us, as well as the way that we work. So 2022, we listed Checkpoint Firewall as a solution instead of Sonic Wall because we found a better solution that is better for the SME market in Singapore. Last year, we actually was listed on CSA Internet Hygiene Portal as one of their approved vendors to help SME to secure their emails as well as their website. And this year, we got ourselves the license to provide pen testing services at the SME. So this was our news last year, whereby we were listed on Lehe our local Chinese news, on the launch and of the IHP portal, and we were listed on their website as well. So just a quick snapshot of our services. We do IT outsourcing, project management, cybersecurity, as well as AI solution, as well as server management, be it on-prem or on the cloud, AWS or Azure, and we provide pen testing solutions. So of course, we carry products from Apple, Microsoft, Synology, Checkpoint, Amazon, as well as Google. So they are all our partners, and we actually carry more than whatever we could list on this slide. So this is just to give a snapshot of what kind of products we provide to our clients. So back to today's topic. Today's topic is on about, the AI advantage. How do you leverage the power of AI for your business? So just a little bit about whatever that is on everybody's mind, which is, will AI take over the workforce? So I guess what happened is that there will be a huge market shift in the next 3 to 5 years in Singapore, mainly because Singapore is generally a little bit slower. But you could actually hear a lot from the news this year that a lot of big tech companies are actually firing people. Amazon, Google, Apple, they actually let go quite a fair bit of people because of AI, and they have been really using AI a lot. And I think according to McKinsey, they did a research, is that 70% of the workforce currently that we have will cut 50% of their current job scope. So definitely AI is going to take over to a certain level. But at the same time, it will also change new things. So in other words, you will see a lot more automation and efficiency at work. maybe some of the business processes that was existing for the last 20 years will be taken over by AI. For example, in Nucleo, we will be automating a, one portion of our operation, which is actually certain things like contract renewal. So that was actually going to be taken over by the AI. And our team will be changing their job scope and to do other kind of work to bring value to the business. So with that, it means that the job displacement, like repetitive work, will be removed, and also job creation. In other words, there will be new jobs that will be created. For example, AI ethics advisor, machine learning engineer, data scientist, and more specific roles that did not exist before AI. In fact, they were talking about having a chief AI officer if the company is actually going to go towards AI. And also the change of the nature of the work, like I mentioned, like, workers will have to adapt to how to work alongside with AI and to make use of all the AI tools in their job scope. So we talk about the sectors that will take over a lot by AI these days that, would be quite a straightforward thing. Like, for example, the sales no longer will be just, doing, when they do cold calling, it could be using AI already. Generating sales leads, there are already tools, which is, one of our tools is actually to help with that. Message management, which is like, you could actually automate certain reply to customer using chatbots. Customer operation, like, chatbots that I mentioned can help with form filling, appointment bookings. You no longer need a receptionist to do that. Product R&D, so AI can actually read data and provide quicker and faster analysis. So this will actually help with research. And there were already quite a few news that happens in Australia whereby development of certain drugs has already been helped by the AI. So marketing, definitely, we all know that's the key part that actually help a lot with ChatGPT, with Google Review Management, with text generated graphic. Recently, obviously, Meta has came up with the AI that attached to your WhatsApp with your Instagram, whereby you can actually generate pictures through text. If you not have noticed it, have a play in your WhatsApp. Unfortunately, there's no way to turn it off at this point of time. So we are not sure also what kind of privacy will be leaked out because of that. So we will talk a little bit about that later on the concerns. So software engineering has also been, impacted by AI, mainly because Amazon came up with something called the Code Whisperer, which helped to generate coding. So you no longer need to need very specialized skill to regenerate codings or to write codings, and whatever that takes 5 days previously will just take 30 minutes now. So this actually changed the entire requirement for software programmers, which was in the last year, all the companies were all hiring programmers like crazy. You could see that this year they're all laying off programmers. So that actually shifted the entire job landscape as well. So how do we actually stay ahead? I think this is a question that a lot of people have in mind on how to stay competitive in this job market as well with AI. So I would always say, there's always, in this world right now, is actually lifelong learning. There are so many places to take free courses, to understand more about AI, to understand about how it functions and what is it all about. So there are always, Udemy, Coursera, EDX to understand more. To be adaptable and be creative, I think AI can never replace human strategic thinking as well as the emotional intelligence as well as the creativity part of human being. So this is something that human beings need to start learning how to activate this in their brain as well as in their EQ, because AI can already do so much and so much faster. So what left with human being is actually our human factors, which is actually the strategic thinking as well as the emotional. So technical acumen, we are actually talking about how you can actually apply AI to your job. And is to keep an open mind instead of fearing AI. I mean, having a fear is a pretty normal thing, but having to say that you do not know what you do not know. So back to point number one is to actually have the learning and growth mindset to learn about AI, to understand how you can actually use it to apply to your job. So lastly is actually to talk about the ethics that actually goes around AI. So, everyone is trying to use AI for their job. So how do you actually make sure that it's being used ethically, not using it to harvest all the personal information of people or to use it to hack other people? So there will also be a sector that is being created, which is actually some form of AI standards to make sure that things are done in a correct way. So that could be a new department eventually in companies to make sure that people are using AI properly. So is AI dangerous? I think the important thing I think is all about privacy. So what do you put into ChatGPT is actually quite critical. You could actually turn off the history, which is actually the three dots in ChatGPT. You can actually go into there and turn off the chat history and training. That would actually clear off the chat history and every time you ask something and not used for building the database and consolidating all the information into the database. So I think that the other part that everyone is very concerned about these days is all the deep fakes and all the fake news and information. So how can you tell from real from the fake? So I would always say that, to check 2 to 3 resources before believing that it is real. So I would always tell, and it's a very sad truth that I have to tell my clients that never believe everything you read off from the internet. Internet can be good source for researching, but you cannot believe everything that is being said. So it requires human beings to go through a deeper level of thinking to understand whether whatever I see, whether it is real or not, verify it with 2 or 3 news resources to make sure that, it's legit before, you take it in and say that, this is actually true. And because there is an overflow of information due to the ease of content creation due to AI, how do you actually get a better information if you're really trying to search for something? So obviously, all the big companies are trying to come up with better search engine now using AI. It is still pretty much on the testing phase at the moment. So what would be the next few steps to actually use AI safely? So I think regulating AI is something that is in the talk in the last couple of months. So government will have to come together to regulate safe usage of AI. And this will actually take time. In fact, actually, Europe has already started this thing. The rest of the government hasn't really followed very much as well. But it's something like GDPR, a couple of years ago. But it took them so many years to come up with the GDPR standard, which is to actually protect, it's a bit like our Singapore PDPA standards. So of course, the other part is that, IT consultants have to step up and um, make sure that the ISO standard is actually put in place properly. In fact, there is actually an ISO standard specifically for AI, which is ISO 42001. So, if you guys are using ISO standard in the company, this is something that, the company compliance officer will have to look into. Then, of course, if you are into developing AI internally, how can you actually make sure that AI is being used properly and information are being passed on safely as well as being deleted properly is to actually have logs to show that after the AI has processed it, it will get deleted. So nothing is kept on the AI database. Tokenization is actually used to make sure that passing of information is actually safe and secure. So we actually do have a research on the useful AI list of tools, and we actually listed on our blog that in 2024, there's a couple of tools that are quite useful in the industry for research, for sales, design, writing, task management. So if you want, you can go onto our blog and have a look. So how can we work together in an AI world? So what happened is that I'm going to share a little bit about our sales AI lead tool. So it's completely white hat. There's no hacking of any personal information using our tool. It's a standalone tool, or you can also use it with our CRM. So it actually get exported to our CRM if you actually subscribe to it. But if not, you can use it as a standalone tool, export the CSV, and then import it to your own CRM system. So there's also upcoming AI tools that we are trying to develop. which is a chatbot, as well as we're also looking into a compliance AI tool. So I'm going to play you a demo for our tool. So just have a look at this about 9 minutes kind of demonstration. I hope that you can hear the video. I need my team to feedback to me on that.
Hey there, this is NuLeads, our cutting-edge sales lead generation AI tool. It's not just innovative, it's also 100% white hat, meaning all the information it gathers comes from legal and public sources. Whether you're using it on its own, or pairing it up with our all-in-one CRM solution, NuLeads is your go-to solution for finding clients in any industry, anywhere in the world, with just a click of a button. Say goodbye to the hassle of manual lead generation, and hello to more time to focus on serving your clients. Stick around as we dive into how NuLeads can help you stay ahead of the competition and discover hidden opportunities. Let's get started. To start generating the leads, you will first need to create a campaign. Simply click on New Campaign and enter your campaign name, and then choose the type of search you wish to perform. There are 3 options to choose from. Industry, which allows you to find businesses in specific industries and locations. People, which allows you to locate people in specific job positions and locations. And single, which allows you to perform a search on a single website or an organization. Once you have selected the type of search you wish to perform, click on Create. For our industry search demonstration, let's imagine I'm interested in collaborating with companies in the healthcare industry. I've created a campaign called Health to reflect this focus. To narrow down my search, I've specified pharmacy as the business type and Sydney, New South Wales, Australia as the location. Since I've previously conducted a pharmacy search, you can see it listed under the search history section. Now, by clicking on Search, the tool will scour the internet and present us with a list of businesses that meet these criteria. In this case, the tool has identified 31 pharmacies in Sydney. Moving on, the People Search option enables you to locate specific individuals within the designated location and positions. Let's consider a scenario where I'm seeking CEOs in the healthcare industry to connect with. I've created a campaign named Healthcare CEOs to accomplish my goal. By entering CEO Founder Healthcare under position and Sydney, New South Wales, Australia under location, I've initiated a search for individuals matching these criteria. Upon clicking Search, the tool presents a list of 20 people whose details align with a specified position and location. Now, let's take a closer look at Nicky's record. Here, you can find some of his information, including his location and email. To verify Nicky's authenticity, simply click on the LinkedIn icon associated with his record. This will direct you to his LinkedIn profile, providing further insight into his background and credentials. Lastly, the single search feature enables you to conduct a search on a specific website or organization by entering its name or website URL. For example, let's say I'm interested in venturing into the fitness industry, so I've created a campaign named Anytime Fitness. Using the anytimefitness.com website, I initiated a search. Upon clicking Search, the tool generates a list of individuals whose email addresses contain Anytime Fitness. Notably, CEOs and managers also have their positions listed under their records. To gain further insight, simply click on the arrow icon next to each person's record. This action will direct you to the website where the displayed information originates. If you wish to conduct another search with different filtering conditions, simply edit the values in the search fields. For instance, let's continue our search for CEOs and founders of healthcare businesses, but this time focusing on Melbourne. By updating the location field to Melbourne, Victoria, Australia, and clicking Search, the tool will generate a new list specifically tailored to these criteria. If you reside in a smaller country like Singapore, The search options may adapt to utilize street and area names for more precise location-based searches. Let's say you want to share the information you found with some of your colleagues. You can export search results into CSV files or directly to our all-in-one CRM platform if you're subscribed to it. To export the results, simply click on the checkbox next to the results you wish to export. Then choose your preferred export destination. Exported records can be shared with your sales team to facilitate efficient connection with potential leads. Remember to periodically refresh the results to ensure the records remain up to date and effective. NuLeads is also equipped with an AI assistant that offers 3 valuable functions. Firstly, it provides a summary of potential leads along with suggestions on how your services can benefit them. This feature is particularly helpful when reaching out to potential clients to establish connections. Secondly, the AI assistant saves time by drafting introductions that can be used in your email communications with potential leads. Lastly, the AI assistant crafts attractive subject lines for your introductory emails, enhancing their effectiveness and appeal to potential clients. This increases the likelihood of them reading your email and responding positively. While you may assume that conducting searches on any internet browser would yield similar results, using NuLeads for lead generation offers distinct advantages. With NuLeads, all essential business information is conveniently consolidated in one place. This includes details such as the total number of employees, social media profiles, positions within the company, and contact information. This comprehensive overview streamlines the lead generation process, allowing you to access vital details with just a few clicks. NuLeads operates in real time, ensuring that you receive the most up-to-date information available. This dynamic approach avoids relying on reused and outdated databases, which can be costly and less accurate. With NuLeads, you can refresh results instantly, ensuring the information remains reliable. Furthermore, NuLeads AI features simplify the process of connecting with potential leads, enhancing efficiency and effectiveness in your outreach efforts. We offer 3 different annual packages for purchase: the starter, standard, and premium packages. Detailed information about each package is displayed on the screen for your reference. Additionally, we provide a monthly subscription option for the tool. However, we highly recommend opting for the annual package. Not only is the annual package more cost-effective, but it also ensures continuous access to updated information, given that data on the internet is constantly changing. We advise rerunning searches in the tool every 2 weeks to a month to capture new leads and maintain up-to-date details. In addition to our services, we also offer a partnership program where you can earn a commission for each affiliate acquired through collaboration. Please note that this program is exclusively available to annual plans. That is the end of this demonstration. Thank you for watching.
Okay, so thank you very much for watching the video. So I think that gives you an overview, insight of our tool. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to do a live demonstration of the tool. Just allow me to stop this screen sharing and let me share another screen, which actually would be our tool screen. So prior to this meeting, I have already choose to decide what we are going to do for today. And I think I will just pick an events company. For example, I am actually selling a food product, say for example, or even drinks, right? So I would like to work with events company or any other my main focus is to actually collaborate with events company. So what I did was that I created a new campaign And in the industry, I have actually put in events, and then I did create. So with that, it actually come up with a pop-up box. For example, in this way, it actually have a pop-up box that asks for the business, the location, and the search type. Search type is just optional. So we would normally recommend to just put in the business type and the location. And what I did was that I put in events and I searched Shenton Way, Singapore. Today's demo, I'm just going to do Singapore mainly because I think today's audience are mostly from Singapore. So, because Singapore is such a small country, we have to be very specific with where. And I actually just picked Shenton Way, whereby most companies will be around the area. Of course, we can try Changi Business Park, or we can try, International Business Park, whereby it's other region of Singapore. So in this example, I'm just going to use Shenton Way. So I did run the results earlier because it actually do takes the tool some time to crawl the whole internet for information. And because we have limited time in today's demonstration, so I have already rerun the events. So here we go. We actually have 25 searches of events company. So what does it do is that if you actually want more context, you can actually run the tool again. So I can actually refresh the search again, and it's going to keep crawling the tool, and it actually come up with the results if they actually have more in that location. So what happened is that we already run this tool and it actually say email search complete. So this is what happened when the tool finished running. And if you look at it, Singapore Chinese Orchestra, they run, events all the time. And this is when you can actually click on show contact, and you can actually find the emails of all those that are in the company. And you can reach out to them to say that, hey, I do have I would like to collaborate based on, the provide you guys a special price for your events that you're running, maybe the reception or something for your events. So this actually has also a collaboration of ChatGPT within this tool, which you guys can subscribe to. And if I actually click on the AI assistant and it says to generate a summary, it can actually give you a summary of what does the Singapore Chinese Orchestra do, giving you the information of what they do in summary and how your business, because this is our tool, so we actually put in what our business is about, so it can actually say that our business can provide them what kind of services that actually works for their organization. So what does it do also is that it can actually have an introduction for you. So you can actually within a very quick 1 second, it can actually generate an introduction for you to draft an email to them. And it also include an email subject title that is quite attractive to them, is to unleash potential with us and a bespoke strategy for the Singapore Chinese Orchestra growth and success. So it actually does help the marketing team to actually generate an email to pitch for your services. So it actually does have a rating as well, and you can actually connect through to their social media relatively quickly from here. So there are certain okay. So Singapore database were Asia as well. We can actually click show context, and it will actually display context from this company that conducts actually the exhibition at sorry, I was actually trying to show this one. Yes, so it actually shows the context of all these people who are involved in a company that you can reach out to them. They actually run the show at MBS every year. So, you could actually reach out to them and, have a conversation. So all this context, you can actually, like I mentioned in the demonstration video, you can actually export it out into CSV or to our CRM. So the other search that we are actually looking at for the campaign is actually the people campaign. So how is this different? People actually you can be very specific on what you're searching for. And for us, in this demonstration, we are trying to show and search for people who are directors, who are in events company. So I've already conducted a search prior to this demo so that it can actually show whatever that is needed. So you can actually click on the LinkedIn profile. Let's say, for example, I would like to reach out to Leonard Lim. So Leonard Lim could be on LinkedIn, and if you're seeing my other screen, I'm not logging in. There must be somewhere that Leonard has actually been involved in this company that is HQ in KL. And is one of the employee. You could actually see all their employees and speak to their events coordinator, which is Leonard, to actually discuss more about you can provide your beverages to them, or reach out to them to actually sell them your services. So all this you can see they're actually director, head of department, mainly because I actually use, or for example, Sean is actually located in Shenton Way, and is a director for events. There must be something in his LinkedIn profile that actually mentioned about that. So when I look into Sean's LinkedIn, he did mention that he has experience working as a management in 4 domains. So he's actually into live events and theater. So this is actually what he does. He actually is involved in, events in some ways. So he does have some PR skills. So maybe working and reaching out to him to actually provide your service, your product and your services as part of your offering would be a way to go too. So last but not least, we're actually talking about the last campaign, which is actually um, Single. So what does Single do is that it can actually search based on domain names. So for example, if you want to work events company, for example, unusual production or base entertainment, you can do a search, and then it can based on the website. And then for example, I actually use unusual. It will actually come up with all the unusual email addresses that you can reach out with, or base entertainment. So base entertainment, they do have certain marketing. You can actually reach out to them. So this is just an example of how this search tool can actually help you reach out to very specific targeted search. So let me just go back to the sharing of my presentation again. So I think I'm left with last 5 minutes for this presentation, and I would really like to share a little bit about the costing. I think the costing has got 2 different plans, monthly as well as yearly. And we normally recommend a yearly subscription because first of all, it's cheaper, and secondly, it actually do allow you to have a peace of mind to just keep running the searches, because people move around. There's always new companies that come up. So we also do have this collaboration through affiliate. So if you sign up for our yearly plan and you actually bring us any sales through your special link to spread the awareness, you can actually get like a referral on a year-on-year basis, as long as the people you refer to us continue their plan with us. So this page actually allows you to sign up with us. And last but not least, my sharing today, I hope that we can have a more collaborative future with AI. And do feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions. And I think my team will be sending out our presentation as well, so that you can have a sharing with your team about what we think about the AI would be in the next few years, and also take a look at our tool for those that actually have a marketing department or sales department that you think that it will be useful to them. So thank you for your time today, and we are happy to share any other things. And like I mentioned, it's a lifelong learning about AI, and do reach out to us if you have any question. Yes, and thank you for your time today. I hope you have a great week ahead. Have a good weekend, and thank you very much again for joining our webinar today. Thank you.